So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the verbal enslavement read of The Seduction of Idle Thoughts. I'm the poet before I bust, the author, Robert Clark. And I think we ended on Tempting Flames of Desire. So we will begin on mystical arts. Mystical arts. No thanks are needed. Well, I feel that they are. I was drawn to you like a magnet, and that's the very least by far. What can I do for you? Search your soul and find your truth. I'm your genie in a bottle, and I'm here today for tomorrow. Marry me. I flowed from within my vessel sincerely, genuinely, and in an instant we were married. In an instant the dust was brushed away from my shell from years of being buried. Traveling along the light's prism, the beauty of this seclusion was mentioned. I create 5 dwarf stars to brighten our night. Your smile was my sunshine, so I created a cloud to subdue our light. We created this moment with no reservations of wrong or right. I'm supposed to be under your will, but you have given me your beauty, your love, your insight. I'm the one being mystified and satisfied while literally touching the sky, while drowning within your eyes. I'm the creator, but with every breath, I'm continually surprised. I'm a little stuffy, guys. The allergy season has definitely my seasonal allergies have definitely kicked in full effect. So I've taken some and boop, 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 boop. So hopefully within the process of all that, I'll start talking a little and breathing a little better. I can feel it. Okay. The morning before I bust. It's morning, my love. I think we need to breathe. Some water, some sleep, most definitely some weed. Seeing you sitting there, loving me, is such an indecent tease. I could take you right here and now, just for another moment to release. Another chance to please all of your wants, every one of your needs. But if I'm not mistaken, your last request was bacon. So let me continue making a well-earned breakfast that we both deserve. Tables, beds, showers, we both took turns, squeezing each other's juice. I have the marks to prove. Our love was like a roller coaster with a title, no need to introduce. I can stop writing. Tie me down, fulfilling my desires a moment ago you were denying, but not while the bacon is frying. I love the idea of you in the kitchen. Mm. But something seems to be missing. So what will it be? Bananas and maple syrup or strawberries and honey? No, baby, you so silly. For the pancakes, not your body. You're such a freak. But exactly what I need. Sex, weed, pancakes, bacon, eggs, and cheese. Role-playing cops and robbers. I'll be the cop. You be the criminal. That way the tension will be hotter. It's so subconscious, it should be subliminal. I have a sinking suspicion that you, my dear, have more than a few priors. Time for you to get tied up. Okay. Foreplay for 4, Part 1. I'm a poetic soul, but I have never known such poetry. You have a poetic soul also? Well, glow with me. Come with me here, she whispered in my ear. I raised my arms to you. Take me there. I felt your fingertips, your palm, your thumb. Energy was flowing from them hot like the sun. I didn't quite hear what you said, but you just threw me back into a chair, straddled my legs, caressed my hair, laid my head back, took your tongue, started making circles on my neck. It was perfect. Nothing for me to correct. Like you were going down a list and check, check, check. I was lost as soon as I touched you. But you grabbed my hands before I could grab you, bounded me to the chair before I could resist you, bit my lip before I could kiss you. You started suckling on one and nibbling at the other. As excited as they were, my nipples were still envying one another. I never felt him pound like that. It feels like he's a possessed madman, filled with thoughts of you and a premeditated plan. You must have felt him knocking at your door. You pulled him out, let him bring his argument to the floor. You must have knew already what he was going to say. You looked into my eyes and grinned. Once you was done, you debated with him, related with him, had a conversation with him. Surprisingly enough, I just realized all of that was with no hands. You raised off of him, and this is how it began. Foreplay for 4, part 2. You backed off of me, and I knew exactly what you saw. A strong 6'4" milk chocolate man, hungry for them drawers. You never felt the iceberg I call ecstasy. Well, I'm more than able. Raced you, placed you on top of a table, spread your legs wide apart, shoved my tongue inside of you, aiming straight for your heart. I glided my tongue out of you, up in between your lips, made them taste like a special brew. My saliva and your pussy daiquiri, straight from a buttercup factory. Gave you a long-waited kiss. Come, let's share, you and me. Wrapped my tongue around yours. You wrapped yourself around 3. It was emotional. I couldn't breathe. I was getting lost again. I was drowning in your sea, screaming in my mind, somebody, rescue me. Following a trail to a shore, getting seized from the water, but like the sea, they wanted to be. I wanted your neck to feel like mine's, placed cherry-filled passion marks, initialed them RC. I wanted your breast to feel like mine's, gave them the same therapy. Going down your ribs, kissing, sucking, biting, making sure they were all there. Counting them, making sure the one I gave you was properly repaired. Another trail was being made. My dick was drooling on your leg. I continued down mine's. Envious thoughts formed. I wanted to be inside you instead. Raised my fingers into you. Cockiness made me think your clit couldn't handle these full, soft lips, but I still gave them to you. In the midst of all that, you began to caress my dick with your toes. The doors are closed, but I swear everyone knows that heaven is inside her. What? Foreplay for 4, part 3? Okay. Foreplay for 4, part 3. Lifted my chin. Take 2. Lifted me up by my chin and said, this will never end. I was made for you and you were made for me. This is something either of us cannot pretend. Our minds, our souls are blent. Why defend? Why throw up a wall when you tear them down over and over and over again? I held her like she was dear to me. I have beliefs. I began sliding it into you deeply. At first, discreetly. You moaned, you complete me. God, if I could just stay in her indefinitely, I could protect the future from what it used to be. I was using her, she was using 3. I thought I was abusing her character, but she yelled, fuck me. Dug her nails in my back. I started stroking expeditiously, fiercely, sucking on her neck, raking my nails on her thighs, grabbing, squeezing tightly on her titties. More, like before. I grind and explored. She adores, and I'm the one adored. Looking into each other's eyes, we stroked together passionately. I love you with no replies. We spoke emotionally. It's more to us, much more than it used to be. Storms ravaged my ship while I traveled the seas. I wanted hers, she wanted mine, and we took it exclusively. So there's 4 parts to that. The 4th part isn't in this book. The next poem, 38 spots and counting. Give it to me now, she says. Make it hot. I'm floating out of my skin. She's boiling out of her pot. A chemical balance that never ends. No time to stop. I wanted that cookie. And as I ate, she let me raw all inside her box. She started. I ended up on top. But before long was just a rumor to this plot. But before long I will hold you and never let you go. But before long these strokes will end and my true emotions will show. Seasons change, this is something simple to know, but making this moment hotter is ever changing as our current flows. Will it be a suck? Maybe a nibble. Her touch is paralyzing. I'm numb all over. My words become crippled. From her lips to her toes, nothing but riddles. So it's not strange that all it took was a lick and a whistle. All it took was a stroke and a wiggle. I want more, she says. Don't stop. I wouldn't have it any other way, my love. You have the key, and this is the lock. Whoa! Phone sex. Okay. Let's get into this one. Phone sex. Hey, baby. I was sitting here thinking, smoking, drinking, and I couldn't help but wonder what you were wearing. I was overcome by the thought of what your body might be bearing. Damn. The sensation ran up and down my skin, and then I imagined you as the phone was caressed in my hand. A tree was growing anonymously from afterthoughts of a fertile land, so calling you, whispering these things in your ear as soon as I left, was my only plan. Baby, I had to tell you. That moment we shared, staring into each other's souls, entwined into each other's embrace, not letting go, was grand. I'm so wrapped in this memory. Honestly, it feels like you are next to me. Kiss me, touch me, travel to ecstasy with me. Like eternity. Like this vision is so real that I see. So real I'm confused about reality. Baby, I could listen to you breathe for 2 to the 2,378,124th power to the negative times infinity. I'm primed and ready to go. Come for me. Sweet whispers. I thought I was free from your pain. I thought was left when I take two. So, sweet whispers. I thought I was free from your pain. The afterthought that was left when I walked away from you. I was concerned because I thought I would never love again. But as my heart cascades down my sleeve, this is what I found to be true. I love you. I see clouds erupt with sunbeams. I feel my winds raise my arms, and I begin to take flight. All because I couldn't be apart from this truth. Save me from space, the darkest and the most emptiest space. Anchor me. I ran to be free, but now I fly to be a prisoner, entrapped in my own chaos. Which one do you prefer? Love gained or love lost? You get what you pay for, or life without cost? I felt so tossed, little did I realize I was the one doing the throwing. Boomerang back to me without knowing that you are a part of me, my being, my purpose, God's promise. I'm unmotivatedly listening to the words of an angel. Trust in what the heart believes. Help me. I want to be free. Cranberry sauce love. What's on today's menu? A kiss, a hug, so raw with your love, so smooth and perfect to touch. I never knew a feeling as such. When is enough enough? The euphoria comes over me in waves, but with the slightest heat and pressure, it begins to concave, saturating the porcelain set as our stage. So bitter, sweet to the taste. In place of a mirror, I'm confronted with a villainous face, something pure, yet can do without me, even in privacy. Even in privacy, says it loudly, says it proudly. What would you do? Okay, let's just read that again. Cranberry sauce love. What's on today's menu? A kiss, a hug, so raw with your love, so smooth and perfect to the touch. I never knew a feeling as such. When is enough enough? The euphoria comes over me in waves, but with the slightest heat and pressure, it begins to concave, saturating the porcelain set as our stage, so bitter-sweet to the taste. In place of a mirror, I'm confronted with a villainous face, something pure yet can do without me. Even in privacy, says it loudly, says it proudly. What would I do without you? I can't imagine you without me. Let's not think of what could have been or might be. A divine tragedy of something beautiful, something real, and something sweet. With an open heart, I receive. See? Porcelain. New resolutions. Back then, you didn't want me. But now that I'm hot, you all up on me. Back up off me. You're like 3-day-old coffee beans. I can smell the stench every time the thought of you approaches me. It's like you deserve a trophy, a Nobel Prize in misery. This will by far go down as the worst relationship in history. Instantly, indubitably, yes, laugh out loud, you are a fucking joke to me. Look at the expression on my face. Seriously, please, no tears. Don't cry for me. Everybody is watching us. No, they're watching me. Let's hug. Let them know we're still happy. Psych. That's just us inkling. That's just an inkling of what you've done to me. And this is me ringing in the new year. That weight was so fucking heavy. I didn't realize my soul could sink. Never ending. But what if I don't want to go back? In comparison, I was insignificant. Too long I have felt nothing. I can't believe it's life, but I was living it. So anyone, anywhere, show me something. A better vision of blue, cold like the frost of mid-March morning dew. Never wanted to be possessed with the thirst of truth and the seed of death of you. So infinity, I'm left here to travel this road just another day without two. A pair, like twin dwarf stars destined to collide and be denied. Time, experiences, life, my moon, this tide. Constellations of our love is the only proof that I was alive. My memories are scattered. I can only believe what I presently see with my own eyes. Upon this horizon, I see despair. I feel despised. My mind has created illusions. My heart has only felt lies. And, to my surprise, I'm drowning in tears. This is just another day to cry. Yeah, so I believe we have exited the sexual parts. And it's about to get real deep and heavy. So if you don't like deep and heavy, skip the video. It's all your fault. Breathe. Breathe. You fucking raped me, and now this. What else do I have to do? What else is up your sleeve? God, help me. I can't believe in another life will have to leave. I can't keep it, my Lord. Forgive me. Forgive me for doing this. Let it die from being strangled by the umbilical cord. You never gave me anything I couldn't handle, but this one is too much. My soul has been dismantled. God, such pain I must endure on my own. You've blessed me with the thought of that bastard off this earth, but to bring this child into this world is like spawning the Antichrist. I can't be the vessel of this birth. Breathe, breathe. God, please don't leave right now. I know my wants outweigh my needs. Give me strength. Just help me. Please, God, I'm ready. The hammer's just a white rate. Not at all too heavy. Don't make me look at it. It's worthless, just like that dead piece of shit. It's not crying, so maybe you help me like I asked. Prayer is stronger than trying. It's breathing, my Lord. What do I do? It's starting to cry. It feels like the pain I never knew. It wants to be dead. My thoughts didn't betray me. I haven't been misled. Give me strength, please. I'll raise my arm and jerk down. It'll be like a sneeze. Don't you dare hold your hands out to me. You mean nothing to me. You can't even imagine the pain you bring to me. Stop holding your hands out to me. Please, God, make it stop. In this pool of blood on this floor, it was born, but will die in the same spot. Stop it. Shut up. I see his face all over you. God, make it stop. I'll make it stop. I have to. Forgive me. Oh my God. It's a boy that is crying out to me. I wonder what his name should be. Fuck that. He'll grow up to be just like that bastard. He smells to be a victim. God, help me faster. He's precious. God, I'm feeling selfish. What do I do? New thoughts are entering. Please tell me they aren't true. Lord, tell me what's the lesson. He opened his little eyes. I understand now. The life of this child is a blessing. Okay. The question is, do I care? Do I care that you have taken everything I am? I honestly thought if I gave you everything, it would be too much for you. Your appetite disgusts me. Do I care that I threw up all on your Prada? Every time I think of it, I literally vomit. Yeah, I said it. You make me sick to my stomach. How about you clean the bottom of your shoe before you step on me again? Or is it too much to ask? Do I care you give me your pity? Your friend? Are you really trying to insult me? How about you take this, stab it 1,000,000,000 times, put it in a box, mail it to nowhere, and as soon as I kill myself, I can finally be with it once more. You have blackened my soul. My thoughts are demonic. I would find comfort with the devil. Verbal enslavement. Rattling winds and wrestling chains. Screams in the dark from years of pain. Streaks of blood from bodies that are laid slain. Take two. Verbal enslavement. Rattling winds and wrestling chains. Screams in the dark from years of pain. Streaks of blood from bodies that are laid slain. This is just the beginning of this mind-driven insane. My next victim so precious and pure. Truly a vision with defiant contours. In my mind, your cries are laughter. In your silence is satisfaction ravaged from the soon after. Strictly random, but everything so relevant. I'm here to rape you of your innocence. I taste your fear. It incites my confidence. You'll be begging for an end. I can promise this. I begin slowly carving. Spotlights on my background show my previous victims' markings. This moment may truly be my darkest. Covered in disappointment, I wish this would happen much often. The continuation of the melody, a slower heartbeat, indents of the concrete feel as the subject of art bleeds. Please wait, don't leave. Loneliness is my enemy. Why leave? I thought you befriended me. The blood-drenched knife is a contract of simplicity. Look at the light. Look at all that left. This happens constantly. What can I do to make you stay? I could unchain you, but all you do is fall to the floor and lay. Pure white, slightly blood-stained. Take it. We can share in the pain. Take it. Cut me too. Run me through. If that's what it takes for this friendship to stay true. My misery should be enough proof. But at last, it's not. Another victim laying silently, preparing to rot. It doesn't change. It doesn't stop. Just the subject, just the plot. Pain and misery, my soul still takes fight. Like a windless day saddens the boy with his majestic kite. Another leaves as one enters to subdue my appetite. Pen to paper, I know the finale before the first word I write. Time travel. I have been silenced by the whispers of my nightmares. Judge me there, for you can't judge me here. Vision of death and pain. I open my eyes, and to my surprise I feel the same. Leave me be, for I am in bliss and euphoria constantly. Honestly, there's nothing you can do. I chose this path, and there's one for you to choose too. What would you have me do? Beg and plead? Lay waste to my wants and needs? I truly believe to wait is to take heed. To live is to bleed. Dim down your spotlight. The eye of the watchtower lies ahead, and this is me coming back in time. I live my life from the grave to the crib. Sitting at a round table. You won't find me loving a land. You'll never catch me fearing a man. If you have an issue, then I have 99 cents for your tissues. But let me stand up and speak on what I really want to say. December 26, 2008 should bring forth a new day, a worldwide religious emancipation. When I can speak to a nation and my fellow would respect me like I respect my fellow. You might think it's orange. I might think it's yellow. The difference to me is my intent is love and yours seem to be a struggle. Why? Why does it have to die? Why does the stress level have to multiply? Wake up, please wake up. It's not too late to regain our humanity. Forgive me, I have offended you. I'm more than willing to repent. I don't want or need to not stand with you, my Father. I'm no angel, but even the angels have faltered. So I stand here grounded in faith that when that moment starts to take place, love that only you can provide is what I want to embrace. I can feel it. It's getting close. And when I see hate, I feel it the most. I'm not judging them. I pray they forgive themselves. Help them see. Help them believe. If you aren't, then I'm going to make the change. I'll make my plans rearranged. I won't be the other one to turn the other cheek. I'll just make sure my cheek was a life lesson for you. I'm trying to be what you want me to be. The example you left for us saying, if you want to live, this is the life you lead. It's hard. The devil is working overtime. Got a hold of our bodies, got a hold of our minds, and the little bit of light we do have, it makes us go blind. But I think I have strayed from my point. What I really wanted to say. What if that day was this day and you didn't have time to repent for whatever price? What if Barack Obama was the Antichrist? I would still love you guys. I can't believe you would go against a being so perfect and loving. I can't imagine what this angel must be suffering. I forgive you for trying to lead what I love about mankind into destruction. And I respect your intelligence. Maybe none of this is relevant, but that's me. I take something from nothing. I'm blessed. To Yahweh I have thanks. My monk, my buttercup fills me with joy. You have blessed me. I'm walking the valley confident. How else does he want to test me, Allah? So it goes, how else does he want to test me, Allah? Take it all. Take it now. I see you and I hear you, but I don't fear you. Jehovah protects me. And even if you take my life, I know he loves me. You can take that from me. That's what makes me free. Free from greed, free from lust. But best believe I trust that you are always whispered in my ear. And I'm going to run into the embrace of Allah Walalayon. What? And laugh at you. It'll be like an inside joke, some shit that went over your head, but you could have been in this conversation. You still can be. Trust in me. Let's regain our humanity. So, I forgot how that is pronounced. So, anyone who knows what this is pronounced, there we go, right there. Warna Wali Wilanona. That's Seminole Indian for God or higher power or whatever. I'm not just making up words over here. Okay, next one. Kicking a rock as we walk. Walking along the road of redemption. To take you home with me is my mission. Listen. You hear that? That's your soul dragging alongside of me. Last stop on our journey is a fire-filled lobby. Don't cry for me. Don't cry why me. You know why you. Hold on. Another soul to pursue. Be a good soul and stay put. I tried to run, but I was crucified in my foot with a salted spike. But tonight is your lucky night. I came with dull bones and a bottle of 151 Bacardi. So before we get home, I'll give you a taste of the torture you will endure daily. Feel that? These are the facts. If you can relax and watch. It was written, and this is the beginning to the plot. Deliver you from evil. How? I have your soul entangled in knots. Just stop. You're sickening me. How about you deliver me? I've been waiting for this package since you were born. I was laughing in the background of your funeral while the others sat and mourned. Boo hoo. It's just me and you. Sure, I let that one get away, but you are more special than he is. I already told you. Today was your lucky day. I have a game we can play. Would you like to join? I love rhetorical questions. Like you can deny the path you are on. Maybe you can barter something. What you got? Hey, we're almost close to the spot where we'll stop. Tell me, your firstborn Barbie, and your firstborn baby, all your money. You have nothing. I want your soul to be my slave. This is you entering into slavery. Think of it. Think of it as your birthday. And every day is a gift done my way. But there is no other highway. Probably you could get off early for good behavior. I'd rather have your soul to eat and savor. I didn't mean to give you false hope. Matter of fact, we caught up to the other dope. Where are my doll bones? You seem to be on the cusp of sanity. You can barely cope. Time for another magic act. Whistles and smoke. Poof. I don't like reading this poem, but since it's part of the book, I'm going to have to read it. My sweet commenter, I need you more now than ever. And if you didn't come now, please don't come later. You were supposed to make it better, but instead you have made it worse. I'm done. Put me in a box, slide me into a hearse. All our love was so all of a sudden, but my broken heart seems to be so rehearsed. I'm done asking, heart. From this day forth, upon you I place this curse. You will listen to me. If I'm not satisfied, you will break that heart willingly. You have no more to say. I own you, and it will stay like that to my dying day. No more expectations, no more fixations, no more crimes of passion, no more time for waiting, because from now on, I'm never asking. So now I cut myself to start the incantation. Mix it with a tear to justify my use of this ritual. Take that mixture, start drawing little inner circles over you. Light one candle, burn a box around the circle so it can't be dismantled. Remember the pain. You have always lost, you have never gained. Look how they feel so tossed, and you're the blame. When good girls have gone bad, they tend to never be the same. I bind you in fear. They know your name. I bind you in pain. Suffer as they have suffered. I bind you in pressure. For these circles will get tighter if you show signs of life. I close the pores of the wound with the blood-drenched cold steel of this knife. Tomorrow is a new day, and when you wake from this night, only I will know the wrong. Only I will know the right. So now that this ritual is done and no one has heard your cries for help, speak logically and say something for yourself. Speak up. I can't quite hear you. But she loves us too. And I'm sure she won't be satisfied with half of this one individual. Look at her. I know. I see her. Opinionated truth. Grab a hold of creation, running along the light's prism. Stars, moons, lucky charms, addiction. 2 steps parallel with fiction is where my reality resides. One ticket to the end of the rainbow will get you here, besides a lifetime full of ice. A contradiction to memorize and be mesmerized. Vanilla sky, teardrop fall and rain puddles. Population dies. Is this what you see? Wings from dragonflies blown in the breeze, which scatters free an inevitable fate that leads man to believe being a god is what he can be. Apparently, being a god is a task we could never succeed. So I'm free, and I bleed just to be. Worth more than I can imagine. As I stood in front of everyone and began my lecture, in the midst of the crowd, a beautiful young woman I started to picture. Is this my imagination? My subconscious could not bear witness. The vision left me at a state of shock. Just opening my mouth was a task so tremendous. I began to speak of your cheeks smooth as oyster pearls, while circling different diseases that can be caused on vegetables. Your smile gleamed like fresh formed platinum. I was saturated by them. Escape impossible. Skin tanned perfectly to the color of bronze. You had to have been tropical. But maybe it is possible, but that you didn't exist. So just to make sure the crowd didn't notice my words were at a point up to contradict, I referred them to equator-related diseases 23 through 30 on the list. But my imagination continued to persist, feeling your touch softer than chinchilla fur. Wandering your thoughts into your head, I began to venture. Into the crowd I pointed. Just when one thought I anointed your blue